Welcome back. Rindido is among 5 independent films making a special run before the Metro Manila Film Festival. It follows the travails and frustrations of a returning overseas Filipino worker from Saudi Arabia who catches his lover with another guy. What happens next? Well, here's a sneak peek at Rindido.
Madadaan sa taas.
All right, joining us now for more on the film Rindido, our director and more, Noriel Jarito and Chanel La Torre, who plays the movie's leading lady. Good morning.
Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga.
Good morning.
Mukhang medyo kakaiba tong movie na to. Mabigat ba? Mukhang medyo serious. Tungkol saan ba yung movie natin, Direk?
Actually, it's an OFW film. As we say, it's with a touch of blood and some sexy scene.
Okay, so medyo kakaiba talaga to, Alright, yung starting point natin dito is umuwi yung character ng OFW, tapos he catches his lover with another man, so medyo nagwala. Rendido nga, diba? What happens next? Ano nga ba talaga ang mangyayari from there?
It's actually the so-called real-time filmmaking. It's just happened within one day. The lead came from the morning, then it ended up in the evening.
Okay, tapos sinundan natin kung ano yung nangyari sa buhay niya.
So upon pagkadating niya sa bahay nila, naaktuhan niya yung kanyang, which is the character of Chanel. So doon na nag-umpisa yung malaking tragedy sa buhay niya, hanggang umabot sa malala hanggang sa...
Oo nga, medyo nag-escalate talaga into a situation na
He ended up killing some neighbors.
Alright, so talaga Rindido. Chanel, what can viewers expect from the movie?
Well, the movie is very deep. There's a little violence in it. And it's something that happens to the lives of OFWs when they come home. It's a usual story, actually, which is not really played here a lot. It's not made into a movie. So I'm very fortunate enough na Direct Noriel did something about it, did a film about it. So I really expect a lot of people to watch it kasi it's a very nice movie.
Alright. So ano nga ba yung mensahe ng movie, Direk? What statement did you want to make with this film?
Actually, it's trying to say that working overseas is not a win-win solution. So that's why I'm trying to...
Oftentimes, nakikita natin yung mga success stories palagi, di ba? You're always seeing the brighter side of things. So meron ding dark side to the situation.
I think it's not actually... I think the majority is the failure. So what I'm trying to say here is working abroad is not really...
it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, it's not a perfect idea.
All right. kamusta yung making of this movie? What was it like? Was it a difficult project? Medyo mahirap ba? What was it like shooting this film?
Actually, it's a very funny story because I really thought it was very spontaneous, this movie.
What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by this? Well, I never really knew the story until I came to that set on that day. And then Direct Noriel told me about the script and everything. So he told me to make it as natural as possible.
Okay.
So if I was in that situation, getting into the role, what would I say as a mistress? How do I act as a mistress?
Okay, medyo unusual approach to the filmmaking process yung ganitong approach, ano, Direk?
Yes.
Sadya ba yun? Or what did you want to achieve with that sort of an approach?
Actually, I'm just inspired by maybe something like in local counterparts, parang yung ginagawa siguro ni Direk Celsoad. I've learned from him that hindi siya actually gumagawa ng formal script.
Okay. So may guidelines lang, a lot of improv and that sort of thing. Okay, cool. And of course, it's now part of 5 selected indie films, which will be a prelude to the Metro Manila Film Fest. So this is sort of a nice feather in your cap. Medyo, not everybody gets to be chosen to be part of this quite a prestigious film fest. And here you guys are. Kasama nyo mga large, big budget studio films, and it's your chance to shine. Anong pakiramdam nun?
Actually, nung matanggap ko yung text galing sa MMFF Secretariat, parang biglang may parang umuna sa dibdib ko, pero relax din muna ako dahil kasi ang expectation ko doon, of course, I'm expecting, pero di ko rin masyadong parang medyo lang ba, kumbaga kung wala, okay lang, kung mayroon, mas okay din.
Okay. All right. And of course, rather, being part of the selected indie films, you will be, one of the films will be selected to be put onto a 35mm print and will be shown. Is that correct? Tama ba?
Actually, there are some changes. The 5 indie films will be screened commercially next year.
Okay, excellent. So talagang mas malaking audience talaga makakapanood.
So it's the great, yan yung mas malaking opportunity na
magpalabas. So that's a very interesting situation for what people keep terming nowadays as indie films, independent films. Ang dating bagahe kasi ng indie films is usually you're working with a much limited, very limited budget because you're not working on a studio back picture. Usually the subject matter is something that is not necessarily commercially driven. So yung mga concerns ng mga movies na ganito are very different from commercial concerns. Yet here is something that's called an indie film, pero it will be shown to ang makakapanood nito is marami ang makakapanood nito. So parang it really does sort of cross boundaries. Medyo nag-iiba na ang tingin ng tao sa indie films.
It's really a big help from the part of MMFF to support para mabigyan na lang ng chance na maipalabas sa public yung gawang indies. So maraming salamat sa MMDA.
All right. Okay, so this is going to be premiering on December 19, correct?
December 19 at Robinson's Galleria at 6:30.
All right, we'll be there. Congrats and good luck. We're here this morning with Director Noriel Jarrito and, of course, the leading lady in the film, Chanel Latorre. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Maraming salamat.